All right, this is a test run with the new Flying Fish grip, and I heard George from CY mention how do you deal with a bouncy table. I'm sure there's plenty of ways to do it, and how he said he deals with it is take a higher arc, land them close to the wall to try and have them bounce, hit underneath the diamonds, and die, right? And so I'm going to try and do that with my Flying Fish with a brand new pair of dice. It's December 1st, and I'm going to stay with the 41212141. I'm not going to change it up. I'm probably going to primarily stay with 4121. I'm going to record this as a standalone video because my streaming is being wonky. I apologize. So my goal is, because they are in line, right, I'm trying to have at least one dice land in this zone, and if one of them trails behind a little bit, I'm not going to get too twisted. I'm going to try and stay in this line path here. I'm going to try and have them arc in, land, hit no more than halfway up the diamond, especially the front one. I want it to land and hit and react off at least the first three. Hopefully this one here doesn't bounce up and start getting too high, because it gives it a lot more energy to push out. So I think it's going to be key on energy, on how much velocity forward and down and into it. Like I mean, you don't want it sky high, but you don't want it, driving into there. And maybe a drive in, I don't know. But then you're going to have a lot more bounce out. So I guess that's what we're going to try and do. And yeah, that's what I'm going to try and do. So I'm going to probably throw about 20 or 30 throws with this. I'm just going to keep track of them with chips out there, and we'll see what happens. I'm just going to throw reds out whenever I get a 7, okay? I'll throw them out into the cone. And we'll go from there. All right, wish me luck. All right, we're going to do the 4121. Stacked 4s on top. And this is the come out throw. A little short. That's a yo 11. Those things were quiet. I don't know if you guys noticed that. That was super quiet. There we go. Still short. That is a 6-4-10. Still landing here. And that's kind of where I used to throw with the Mr. Krabs throw, and also on the hard side. So I'm going to have to make an adjustment, and that is to set the point here for the 10, just so I know. All right, still on the 4121. Not trying to think too much, just trying to execute the throw. There we go. That was closer. 3-2-5. All right, here we go. Five, 2, 7. All right, that was a little on the inside, and it was definitely shorter over in this zone. 5-2-7. We got the 3. That is not good. All right, let's try again. Maybe it's just where I'm throwing. I don't know yet. I might have to maybe change it over here, That's why we practice. That's why we test. I mean, maybe it was a bad release. It didn't feel bad. It actually felt good. So, all right, here we go. Staying on the 4-1-2-1. 4's on top. Gotta get it closer to the wall. That was better. 6-4-10. Oops. Did not mean to do that. All right, here we go. Little short, 6-4-10 point. I don't know. Neither one of them hit the back wall, so I don't know how many times I'll get away with that from them wanting to kick me off the table. I don't think it happens all that often, as long as you're trying to make the effort. Here we go. That is a 4-5-9. Notice what kept coming up. That 4 is staying put. So, and I think the 2 is on the opposite side of that 5 because there's the 6. So they stayed on axis too. That's interesting. All right. So 4-5-9. Yep, I was right about that. All right, cool. Here we go. Oh, the 9 is the point. Okay, here we go. That is a 1-2-3. I pretty much hit where I was aiming. I was aiming for right here in this zone. Try and get the first dice, second dice, and they just hopped left. Oh, excuse me, right. 2-1-3. The 2 stayed on. The 4 rotated 1. That's encouraging. All right, here we go. Ooh, big hit. 5-1-6. Both stayed on axis. Okay, here we go. First one hit the base. This 5 over here hit the base. One of these 5s is off axis. Hard 10. All right, here we go. Way off line. Did not do good. I hit out here. Good distance though. That was a hard 4. Don't know how often I can get away with that. All right, the 4 was off axis. Here we go. Right at the base, yo 11. All right, here we go. That was what we were looking for. One of the 5s was off axis. They both kind of landed and, you know, hit the wall and died within a couple of inches. At least that's the theory that George was having with, they spoke about earlier today with somebody that asked a question in the chat. All right, here we go. That front 6 was kind of rotating in the air as it was going. That's a 639 point. All right, here we go. Flew nice. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Hard 4, did not like the toss. Was a little offline and kind of high too. All right, here we go. There we go. 4, 2, 6. Oops, I went too far. Sorry. Stayed right on the set. Here we go. Way offline. Yep, deserved it. Hit over here when I was aiming here. I don't know why that happened. 617. That's a 7 out. Okay. So that wasn't too bad. We got 3, 4. There's first base. We got the second base with 2 point hits plus 1. We must have slipped a little bit. So we were kind of close to getting the tall, but we needed an 8 and a 12. So there we go. So yeah, there we go. We got to first base, second base with 2 runs. Drove in. So that's kind of good. It's kind of good. I gotta hit my target better. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what I wanted over there. So that's the thing. I'm gonna try one more run at this, and go from there. Really wish I could live, but I don't have enough subscribers yet to. I think my wife is home. All right, I'm gonna cut this. I'll come back to it. All right. Thank you very much. I'm going to analyze this as well. I appreciate you.